Welcome back, everybody, to Modular Nerds. My name is Mamir.
And I'm always Lennox.
Ooh.
Mamir's having too much fun, remembering how good Tarzan was.
Jane will stay with Tarzan.
Oh, she will? Oh, that's great.
Sorry if I spoiled a 1999 film.
Remember that episode of the cartoon where her sisters came to visit or whatever?
Nope.
I do. And they were rightfully judgy. Because it's like, Jane, you literally gave up living in civilization to live in the jungle.
Yeah, go up the vine behind you. No.
Behind me, yeah. That's right, that's the one. The other one looks so tempting, though.
No, one of the other TV shows that I watched a lot, or not a lot of, but I watched the Hercules animated series.
Oh, that was a good one.
And they have that on Disney Plus, and I was rewatching that because there was like a certain episode that I distinctly remember, and I wanted to watch up to that, point so I could see that episode. I believe it was like he was turning into a Naga.
Oh,
like Medusa type deal.
Yeah, big old snake dude.
Hey, there's a opportunity there if you were to have Goofy with you.
I'm not worried about it.
That might be what the flower stuff does. I don't know.
The flower stuff before, I think it was just a time trial. But we'll look around later.
But yeah, there was like an episode where he was. Did he turn into a Naga or?
I don't remember if he did or not. I think that one didn't stick out in my memory. The one that did though was there was the one where the statue comes to life.
I don't remember that one.
I remember that one. Yeah, it's about it's about that Greek story about the artist who made a statue of a woman and then fell in love with the statue and then was just very sad that the statue wasn't alive. Little did we know that would be replicated later by weaves and body pillows. But in the Greek version, it's very sad, and he's just a very lonely man, and he's falling in love with the statue. And then Aphrodite takes pity on him, and then makes the statue come to life, and it's a good ending. One of the few non-tragic Greek stories. But in the cartoon, Hercules hears about that because I think one of his art professor. Yeah, that guy's his art professor or something. And then he goes ahead and then. Is like, man, how did our lame art professor get a girl that hot? And it's like, oh, didn't you hear, man? He fashioned her from clay, and then Aphrodite made her alive. And he was like, what? And then he calls up Aphrodite because he's Hercules and he can do that. And he's just like, could you please do that for me? And Aphrodite, who I just remembered was also voiced by Lisa Kudrow, who did Phoebe on Friends. Man, she was popping off in the 90s. She was voicing Aphrodite, and she had that little intro song that she shows up with, and she's like, yo, what's going on? And then Hercules asks her to turn the statue to life, and it's this shitty high school art project. And then she's just like, oof, art's not your best topic, is it? And then he's like, nah, not really. And she's like, well, don't worry, I can fix it. Makes her look beautiful. And, all right, so we're at the treehouse. I guess back to the camp, I suppose. So then makes the statue look normal, and he's like, I like girls a little curvier, and Aphrodite's like, yeah, sure, and then waves her hand, makes her curvier, and Hercules is like, a little curvier, and she does it again and waves her hand, she gets curvier, and he's like, a little curvier, and she just turns to him and goes, that's curvy enough for you, young man.
Don't remember that at all.
That joke was so goddamn good. I loved it. I was like, that's some good classic Disney humor meant for everybody. Like that is a great joke. Plus Aphrodite having her own theme music every time she shows up is just hilarious. She's the only goddess that does that. Ares is like that really sports-driven uncle that just wants Hercules to get into war every time he sees him. It's like, yeah, Hercules, you're super strong. Wouldn't it be awesome if you killed stuff?
I'm trying to
look up Hercules episodes. We're playing this Tarzan at the moment.
Well, I'm starting to think that maybe it was in Tarzan.
What? In Tarzan?
Yeah. Maybe it was in the cartoon.
That would be weird.
Trying to figure it out.
I mean, I remember there was at least 2 or 3 episodes where they went and they explored like ancient temples or something.
Well, because I know it's one of these older cartoons like that, but I don't remember which one it was. I always thought it was Hercules because Hercules is, more mythology and everything. Like, and it makes sense. Plus, I believe there was like Medusa in like the show and everything. But,
Yeah, Hercules took her to prom. Or took her to homecoming or whatever. Man, that show was great. Just describing it is making me think that was wild. That's fine. Now we'll play it by ear. This episode's a little longer or a little shorter. Well, we'll just deal with it. Kill you before you take my money, kid. And I wonder why my nephews don't watch this. Screw it. They're old enough. They can hear their uncle curse.
It was the Aladdin.
Oh!
It was the Aladdin TV show.
Man.
Jasmine turned into a horrifying snake person hybrid that might actually draw from Hindu mythology.
Jokes
From
on you,
CBR.com.
Jokes on you, Disney. The audience is into that.
See, I knew it was one of these TV shows, but I couldn't remember which one it was from.
Oh. Yeah, that was a subtle hint.
Yeah.
Aladdin, great TV show. There was one more episode of Hercules I remember, aside from that intro moment where Meg's about to uncover a quote-unquote deep, dark secret, and it's just that Hercules had a fast food job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck you up, Cap. Let's go.
So he's harder now.
Yeah, he's got a much bigger health bar. Good job, Tarzan.
In the episode Eye of the Beholder.
Oh, about the whole thing about how will Aladdin still love her even though she's a snake person now?
Well, Mirage enters into a bet with the benevolent seer Bassir regarding Aladdin and Jasmine's love. She's certain Aladdin is just in it for the clout when he can get out what he can get out of the deal. Prove herself right, she tricks Jasmine into using a lotion that slowly turns into a snake person.
We should just kill this jaguar right now.
Well, cutscene.
Tell you what, it'd be so messed up if we just knocked him out and yanked out a tooth while he was unconscious. That'd be so messed up.
Well, that's an equipment that you can put on.
Yeah, probably. Oh.
Well, okay.
Oh, no!
He's your baby.
Oh, quoting great lines from that film. There was I'm trying to remember. It was the episode of Hercules where they touched on. Man, that show did a great job, like bringing Greek mythology to kids. There was that episode where they were talking about like the Amazons or whatever. Like some girl in his class or something was going through like her like Amazonian trials into adulthood or something, and
yeah, she's like the daughter of the
daughter of Hippolyta. I think it's like Diana. I think it's Wonder Woman reference maybe, but I think it was supposed to be like she's like the queen's daughter or something, and she has to do really well in the trials. And then she does, and then there's Hercules who was there, and he's standing at the end, and he's totally fine after she's just gotten like her ass kicked by most of these trials. And she's like, "What? The snakes, the pit, the spikes, like the beast? How did you get by all of them?" And he's like, "Oh, there's this side path here your mom showed me. Yeah, she's really cool." Because I remember like the joke was that like she and her mom didn't get along or something, and then she and Hercules and her mom got along great or something.
Yeah, she felt like judged by her mom and everything, and the constant pressure and need to like seek approval. That's kind of like the whole message behind that episode.
You remember that episode better than I did. I just remember the funny moment where she's like all pissed off. Damn it! Where she's all pissed off at her mom and at Hercules for managing to like bypass all the traps and everything, and then shows up and is just like, damn it!
Yeah, I think that's one of the earlier episodes. That's why I remember it, because it was one of the ones that I seen like more recently. So you got to go to the cliffs.
Real quick though, I want to see what that white fang does.
It's one of those, whatever one you don't want.
Ooh. Raises strength.
Strength, defense, and max AP.
Yeah. Yeah. No reason not to go for it. Keep Brave Warrior.
Well, do you want Brave Warrior or do you want the Protect Chain? So that raises defense.
It lowers my HP though and my strength if I get rid of it.
It doesn't lower your HP, really. I mean,
well, it raises HP and strength, and if I lose those bonuses if I swap it out for a +1 to defense or a +2 to AP.
well, yeah, you don't really need to worry about the AP, but that's fine. Can one of the other ones, not Tarzan, because you're not going to use Tarzan after this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't bring
He
him.
stays in this world, yeah.
Hey Tarzan, about to blow your mind. Get this shit.
So Goofy can put
yeah.
something else on.
Yeah, let's give him
So he's got 2 Protect Chains.
Oh, reduces fire damage by 20%. That's right, because he has like all the extra stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so now you can also go into your abilities.
Yep.
And you should have an extra one to throw Vortex back on.
Yep.
At least until you get something else.
Yeah. But it makes sense to have it now that I have an empty spot, and that's the only other ability left too.
So yeah, Tarzan's got a lot of shit.
Jesus, Tarzan!
Critical plus.
He's got 2 critical plus.
Increase odds dealing critical.
Wind armor. Damn, man, when did you learn to channel the power of the jungle? Like, holy shit.
Through the whole montage of, like, being a man.
So, oh, man.
A man in time he'll be.
Is indeed, and it is now in time.
I want to go the other way.
No, I gotta go back here.
Did you already go all the way to the cliff?
Oh, right, Clayton. Whoops. Do I have to care about him?
I mean, to progress the story, yeah.
I mean, I thought coming back here was what I was supposed to do, because Jane's trapped in the tent with Kirk.
Oh, let me look again.
Oh, no. Now I'm discovering on my own. Okay. Damn it. There we go. Getting all kinds of good level ups around here, though.
Donald's down.
Oh, he is? Oh, whoops. Donald, get up. Damn it.
Last one.
Nope.
It's like Mario Kart. You're gonna throw the fucking banana peel behind you and everything.
Just like in Mario Kart. Yeah, throwing a banana peel screws up your whole thing.
So, yeah, I guess go in the tent then and see if Jane will have anything for you.
It'd be really weird if she was just standing there. Hey, where's Jane? What's wrong, Tarzan? Well, what do you think is wrong, Goofy? Something coming. Jane, danger. He does not talk like that. Jane, near treehouse. Sounds like trouble. Let's go. First off, let's heal up.
I was gonna do Tarzan and Goofy, but you kind of
should
took it all over.
I
so I was like, all right.
absolutely want you to do Tarzan next time he talks. You are definitely doing Tarzan.
Tarzan. So
Let's go check on Clayton real quick, and then we'll. Well, we're already down here. It's quicker just to check this, just so we're sure there's nothing else.
was there anything to do with that pipe?
Is the pipe still there?
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I thought it disappeared.
I just wasn't sure.
Oh, no, you're good.
Oh.
There was a little glitchy there. Yeah, there was that one episode of Aladdin also that comes to mind now. This is just like one of the few episodes that stuck out. It was one that talked about like escalation, and like explained an arms race. Remember where there was that guy who was selling like super weapons or whatever, but then he would immediately sell a counter weapon to their enemies?
No.
I remember that. He would sell like
That was not one of the things I paid attention to as a child.
I thought it was really cool because I was just like, it's a really cool idea, and also it had a lot of cool effects. Also,
Yeah, but you remember, like, I don't really do the whole like military thing. Like,
well, you don't have to be military.
no, I'm not
to
saying
understand an
me
arms
military.
race.
I'm saying like I didn't pay attention to anything that was my extent of military was Cold War through Metal Gear Solid 3 and Call of Duty. That was it. I didn't like any of that stuff. That was not my jam.
Bet you aced the hell out of your Cold War test in high school, though. Immediately thinking about the plotline of Metal Gear Solid.
Well, some of the storyline actually did like help me remember because I mean it wasn't like all true or anything, but like there were some key points or whatever, and playing those games and playing games like Assassin's Creed, like help me remember like specific things in history and then connect real facts to memories in the game.
I kind of want to make fun of you for that, but I can't because I do the exact same shit.
Yeah, it wasn't, that I was knowing like, oh, hey, this is true because it was in, Metal Gear or it was in Assassin's Creed. It was like, oh, hey, I remember something about this fact that I heard or whatever. Let me connect it with a memory in the game of something similar,
No, I get that. I actually had very similar stuff going on with certain games. Assassin's Creed in particular.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite games too, and I remembered, like little things about like the Renaissance or, like going around and exploring those areas and learning things about like the area and the history, because they do put like some real history in those types of games.
Oh yeah, it's funny to think about, like, like your parents would always be like, stop playing video games, study, and it's just like, I am studying, look at all this stuff I'm learning about the Crusades and the Renaissance, and friggin' Ghost of Tsushima a little while back when that came out, there was so much stuff in there about Japanese and Mongol culture. I was genuinely impressed. There was all these collectibles in the Mongol camps too you could find that talked about Mongol culture, and it was a bunch of it I thought was pretty interesting, because even I was like, I did not know this, and this actually is really cool. Like there was like this sort of like tofu stuff that the Mongols used to eat on the march or whatever, and I was just like, really? Like, and like it was like in chunks or whatever is however like they described it. It was like that white stuff hanging in chunks from tents. And you didn't play Ghost of Tsushima, did you?
No.
You missed out. Straight up, it's the Assassin's Creed game in Japan that we have been waiting on for so long.
So, jump back across.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, I don't know. My video games, I have like a very like particular taste in like certain things that I consume like that. I liked these type of games, or like fantasy RPGs, and which, I mean, I think what was that other one that was like Dark Souls, but it was like Japanese?
Elden Ring?
No. Was it Ghosts of whatever?
It wasn't. That's not very Dark Souls. It's honestly much more Assassin's Creed than anything else.
What was? Let me try and look that up.
feel dumb. I was just at that freaking branch. Where'd it go? There we go.
Yeah, because I don't think. What's the one where you're trying to avenge your like old master's kid or whatever, or save your old master's kid?
Huh. It's a good question, actually. I'm drawing a blank. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, man.
Came out a few years ago.
Alright. But yeah, while you're talking about that, I'll describe my that episode of Aladdin that I remember. The one where so he would like sell like a catapult that threw like slime balls or something to like the enemy invaders.
Tarzan!
Oh, look, cutscene. Never gonna get through that description. That big black fruit looks suspicious.
So anyway, go ahead.
So he sold a catapult that threw like slime balls or whatever at to like the enemy, and then the Sultan was like, "I got all this slime and mud covering my my palace now. What am I gonna do?" And then the guy shows up and is like, "Oh, don't worry, I can sell you a defense for that." And then he does, and it's like these giant fans. And then the fans block the slime shots or whatever. And then after that, the guy's like, "Damn, the Sultan has those fans now, and I can't hit his palace with slime balls." And then the guy's like, "Well, if you want a better weapon, I can sell you catapults that throw like something else out." And then he does, and they break through like little fan things. And it's just a constant series of like one-upmanship and them constantly paying for upgrades to their weapons in order to like get rich or whatever. And it describes like the nature of the arms race. And as a kid, I thought it's like, wow, that's really terrible. And it's like, I also thought it was weird that none of them ever caught on to the fact that it's like, why is it that he always gets an upgrade exactly to what he needs? But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting concept now that I'm older and everything. But yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't pay attention to that type of stuff.
No, I don't blame you. Not all of it resonates. There was also that one episode where Genie met a girlfriend, or got a girlfriend or whatever.
I think I might have remembered that.
Genie gives some line about while he's talking about it, where he's like, "Yeah, you know, when genies fall in love, you know, pigs play golf on Saturn's rings or something." And then Aladdin's like, "What?" And he's like, "Don't worry, you'll get it." And later on, Aladdin's just hanging out, and all of a sudden, a pig lands with his golf ball right next to him, and he's just like, "Oh, excuse me, just playing through." And then he just rockets it off, and then Aladdin just sits in his chair, and he's like, "Oh, guess the date's going well."
Yeah, I think this is the game that I was thinking it was.
What game?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah, you're avenging not just your father, because your father's dead. You're avenging your
no, it's
your uncle.
It's your lord, isn't it?
Yeah, he's your uncle and your lord.
Yeah, and there's the kid or whatever that I feel like in the beginning of the game there was that you're in a fight or whatever trying to defend this kid.
Clayton came to the tent, and that's the last thing I remember. Clayton?
Gorillas trapped. Turk ran.
We must help the gorillas. Great contribution, Jan. So I'm guessing I go back to the camp?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I never played
How many
it, so
times
why would
you know how many times I've closed this walkthrough?
I'll leave it open.
You've had me look up other stuff.
Oh, then you started looking up other stuff.
I don't keep
I told
six
you it
windows
was
open.
open new tabs, man. That's what that's for.
No.
And we'll kill these guys. I'm in it for the XP. People tell me all the time, being like, you don't have to kill these enemies, and I'm like, I kind of do though, because it's for the XP. Alright, so, yeah, but no, just like that. And I remember the episode ended because Genie, because like the lamp was found by a kid who was like a street urchin, but not like a cool one, like, whoa. But not like a cool one like Aladdin, but like a kid who was actually like suffering and starving on the street. Oh shit, I fell off and I ended up where the plot is happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had to go back to camp. That's his mom.
Well... Oh no!
No!
Damn.
Just casually walk off.
Damn, Clayton looking sad.
Turn the gun on the
Clayton.
child.
I
Not
mean...
Clayton.
Not Clayton.
Not Clayton.
Oh.
He's not actually Clayton.
Allegedly. Don't tell me you believe in these conspiracy theories over here.
Well,
Wow, was it really that easy?
you're about to find out. His health bar barely went down, by the way.
It barely. I figured it was same shit. Whoa! Oh, I thought he shot him.
What could that be?
I don't know, I'm beating the crap out of it. Ooh!
Big ass chameleon.
Not how chameleon camouflage works, but okay.
Well, no, but the video game. See how it's got the heartless symbol on it too?
Yeah. Cool looking enemy, though. We're just beating it while it's unconscious, huh?
Its eyes are all dizzy.
Oh, no, over here.
Clayton's shooting you.
You would never turn your gun on the small child. Oh. How do I heal? Ah, not with that button.
You gotta go down to items and heal.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll continue.
You don't have a magic cure yet.
Yeah, I miss that ability that certain games give you where it's your health falls below a certain thing. Let's kill one of these guys first. Your health falls below a certain thing, and then you automatically use like a selected health item in order to heal yourself in the last possible second.
That's cheap.
That's an ability that I have used more than once. The unfortunate thing is I remember that whenever I have gotten that ability, it quickly becomes irrelevant because I play the game enough that I don't need that ability. It's like I very rarely will go into a fight where I'm not able to just, power my way through it, and I can just heal after. And, oh, there we go.
Nah, I mean, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, always. Self gameplay, best gameplay. I'm not a big fan of, like, run in and, like, be as strong as I can and beat the shit out of everything with as much strength as I possibly can.
Well,
I like a tactical approach to things.
I also appreciate a tactical approach. It's not always about, like, strength and power. I mean, I do occasionally like, blowing my way through, like, a bunch of bad guys or just overpowering them, but,
Clayton.
like,
Not
stealth
Clayton.
gameplay is, like, that's a different kind of tactics. Playing
Not
smart
Clayton.
isn't solely limited to stealth.
If I'm going in and I'm, like, one-shotting everything or, like, like quickly defeating things, that becomes way less fun to me. I much rather prefer, like, actually trying to come up with some strategy to make something that's hard, like, defeat it in a creative way.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm hoping that you can appreciate my point where it's like, being creative isn't solely limited to stealth.
No, I know, but
You can be creative and still, like, use special moves or tactics or find a way to, like, overcome your enemy. Did you ever play any Hogwarts Legacy?
no.
Well, there's enemies in it. What I was going to use as a good example, like where it's like, okay, it's a big super powered enemy. You can keep trying to hit it with your blasting powers and or spells, and you can try doing regular damage to it. You're probably not going to do much, if anything. The point is to be able to figure out, okay, what's the trick here? Like, how do I get this guy? Like, you need to be like, what powers do I need to use versus what powers are actually going to work? Like, I need to also use my environment. Like, what's in my environment right now?
Yeah, I think that's why I like Baldur's Gate so much, is because it's like D&D, where you literally have. You might want to back up and heal.
No, got me.
Yeah, where you're literally able to do like pretty much anything that you want to do, as long as you understand the rules and the concept. So like the order of things, like, okay, do I have to do this bonus action first, or should I do this action first, or can I like jump over here and have it be the rest of my movement and everything.
Wow, we are just ganging up on Captain Clayton right now, kicking his ass. Look at this.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just kind of the type of strategy that I like, where it's like, okay, let me use things at my disposal in this certain way, instead of just like running in and trying to beat things down. Now I say that, but on like mine and our other friends' playthrough, we
hey, level up. Big level up
like
too.
I'm a barbarian on there, and I do go in and I just smash the shit out of things.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, like in our playthrough and my solo playthrough, I do things a lot different.
Oh yeah. It's fun to explore, and we'll talk about it in a second here. Let's actually. Oh, I thought I was about to eat him. Come on, Clayton, you're a big game hunter. You should be proud of that big old trophy you can drag home now.
Yeah, that he's crushed under.
Well, problems for now, we'll deal with now. Celebrate your success later. Attain the power of healing. Learn the magic spell Cure.
There you go.
I'm going to use that.
As long as you got magic, you can have it on your hotbar there instead of having to go, all the way down to items and everything.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, that's the hand he throws poo with. Do not make that joke. I saw you smirking. Do not make that joke.
Whoa!
Wow, you guys too, huh?
I'll climb.
Man. That's why Tarzan doesn't wear a shirt. No easy gripping point for Kerchak to just throw you.
Tarzan home.
There, oh, okay.
Yeah, is there a save point nearby? Like, look around behind you.
There appears not to be.
Here, maybe go through there and see.
Waterfall caverns. But yeah, no, the level of freedom that you're allowed on Baldur's Gate 3 is absolutely insane. I've said it before to other people, and it seems kind of obvious, but this is just my take. It's like, with a lot of games, it's like, oh, like, I can't believe I'm not allowed to do this, or I can't believe I'm not allowed to do that. With Baldur's Gate, it's like, I'm so stupid, I didn't even consider that I could do this. Like, someone showing you, like, their version of the playthrough, and it's just like, you could do that, and in hindsight, it's like, of course you could do that. It's the maximum level of freedom.
You were getting so mad the other day when we were playing, though. I was like, dude, relax. Like,
I was getting a little bit pissed.
You were like, I fucking hate this game. I can never do anything I want to do. And I was like, relax. It's okay.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, it was, yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I was a little bit frustrated, but I was fine.
There's a chest behind you.
Yeah, I used that one already.
No, they disappear when you use it.
Oh, hold
Um, hit B.
on.
Um,
Oh, yeah, it was one over there.
but yeah, you got pretty mad, and I mean there were quite a few times where you're like, God, I can't fucking stand this, and like you were like actually yelling and getting kind of upset about it, and I was like, all right, like maybe he needs a break.
I was maybe frustrated. You're exaggerating a little bit.
And then you came back from the from the fire and everything after drinking. You were like, yeah, I had a good time, and we're trying to like play that and everything, and then you're forgetting how to do things, and you're getting frustrated with it. And I was like, all right, well, good to know that Lennox and alcohol and Baldur's Gate don't mix.
Oh, ha. Very funny. I do some of my best gaming when I've been drunk.
This is your home? But that means... Huh?
The waterfalls. They're echoing all the way here.
Friends there. See friends.
Oh, now I've got it. Ah, means heart. Friends in our hearts.
Heart.
Oh, so that's what it meant.
Oh.
Friends. Same heart. Clayton. Lose heart.
Very
No
deep,
heart.
Tarzan.
No see friends. No heart. No friends.
Sorry about
That's deep.
what I said.
I'm sorry too.
Yeah, all for one, huh?
And one for all.
All right. We're dudes. We don't talk about our feelings like that.
Hey, Tarzan is a great example of like non-toxic masculinity.
Absolutely. Well, earlier we were talking about how Tarzan's dad is a great example of non-toxic masculinity. Mister, it's like, oh, we've been shipwrecked. Better build a mansion for my wife and child. Oh, that's different.
I'm coming.
But it's sure not the king's.
I think
Good.
someone has a new admirer.
No. Daisy would kill me.
I can't have a mistress. My wife would kill me.
My wife. Before I can have a girlfriend, I have to ask my wife's permission. On that, I think we ran over a little bit, but
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
wait.
there's a little bit of cutscene.
a little bit more cutscene
That's why I didn't want to just end it quite yet.
with these mysterious characters who we definitely don't already know who they are.
The hunter lured them there. It was his lust for power that was the bait. But it seems the bait was too tasty for his own good.
Yeah, he got chopped instead.
A weak-hearted fool like him stood no chance against the Heartless. But the boy is a problem. He found one of the keyholes.
Fear not, it will take him ages to find the ring. Besides, he remains blissfully unaware of our other plan.
It would take hours of gameplay, and really, who has the time for that?
They are falling into our hands, one by
that part?
one.
Yep. Oh, I'm listening to her.
Speaking of which,
Oh, she's doing better than I thought she would be.
So there's a plan with the princesses.
Yeah. Well, guess we better get going. Plot's happening elsewhere.
Where's your ship anyway?
Well, not far.
Sora, Tarzan, friends.
You could have put more emotion into that. The Jungle King.
Key.
Yeah, well, it's the Keyblade type, yeah. Upgrade the Keyblade with keychains. Different keychains will add different effects to the Keyblade. Access equipment menu to use a keychain. Learned Red Trinity. Oh, we can use the red ones
Nice.
now. Nice.
There's so much to do with those.
The gummy block that came out of that glowing hole. Okay. Should we cut it here, or should we go through this?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut it here.
It's going to be a long episode, but I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, it was nice to get through the little bit of cutscene there. So basically finished the Tarzan area, like, in what is that? 2-3 episodes? 3 episodes, I think we did.
Yeah, like 2-3 episodes now. Yeah, like 3 episodes. Not bad. I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.
Deuces.